also that, you know, there was this excitement to show Beena, and I could show her. He came right there, the closest possible spot. And then right as I wanted to show that spot, Jonathan, the contractor is working on the house, he was right in the spot at that moment. It was another bit of magic stuff. Um, but the story I was busy sharing was about intent and how it all works. And this was magical, you know, the Riley decision. It is a manifestation of intent and how it works. And Donna's ability to intend and to make intent happen. Intent doesn't just happen by itself. We have to be a part of it. Yeah.
Yep.
We have to have that discipline, that patience, that forbearance, that thoroughness, that unbending intent, that diligence, that the scrupulousness, the thoroughness, right? And all of the things, the impeccability, in other words, when we tie it all together into one concept, in order to intend, we need to be impeccable. Yeah. Very powerful. All right, let's see. Intent and how it all works. Module 8, session 1. Unhooking from the pressure of needing to get it done liberates our creativity, but not always in the way we imagine. It's certainly valuable to commit once we know exactly what it is we want to do. But before we get to that point, we need to be completely free. Knowing what we want to do is key. We don't always have to know exactly how. Having the freedom to think, ponder, contemplate, ruminate, reflect, consider, and otherwise explore our topic or intent allows us to be in a position to be inspired. This is critical. It takes a bit of time for things to work themselves through within ourselves. We cannot see or feel or really know this is happening directly. It's a matter of trust. Trust which can be gained through experience. So in this, we are going to use the Riley incident, the birth of Riley. We'll just call it the Riley birth, right? Because that's really what it was, right? Or the materialization of Riley. If we look at this, to be inspired, yeah. When Riley came along, you were inspired, yes.
Yes.
It's very simple because you'd had the time to think, ponder, contemplate, ruminate, reflect, consider. Well, I could add doubt in there too if you want, but okay, we don't have to do that. And otherwise explore our topic or intent. You'd been doing that for 2 years, yes?
Yep.
All right. So it takes a bit of time for things to work themselves through within ourselves. In this case, it took 2 years. We cannot see or feel or really know this is happening directly. It's a matter of trust. Trust which can be gained through experience. And that's precisely what has happened today. You've gained trust through experience. Yes, Donna?
Yep.
How magical.
Yeah.
Then there's input. Then there's input from outside of us, in particular from the universe. To use or live by this may seem utterly unscientific or illogical at first, but simply try it. While in the process of paying attention to regular living, simply maintain a continual awareness of everything happening, internally and externally, especially externally. When we look at the world around us from the perspective of what's foremost of importance to us, it's astonishing how much input we receive. Now, you've been doing this by paying attention to the notifications, right? The puppy notifications. And when it came and you saw something that was unusual, you know, it grabbed you. Riley was unusual. There was no picture with Riley, right? And more
Right.
stuff.
Right.
These are gifts of awareness. The gifts of awareness from without are incredible. And the answers or resolutions always come, provided we are open to seeing them. Yes, it could be we're simply working it out for ourselves and are seeing or experiencing something which triggers the internal awareness, bringing it into consciousness, and it's not actually a function of the universe. But does it really matter? Either way, we get a valuable result. So there's a lot in here, but it will come clear now. So we're just saying, first by paying attention, thinking things through, figuring it out. In all of those 2 years, you were essentially figuring it out in this, that you were saying, no, this is not what I want. No, this is not what I want. No, 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 no. And you were becoming more and more clear as to what you do want. Yeah?
Yep.
The
Yes.
key is setting ourselves. The key is setting ourselves to be able to receive the benefit. Wow. Let me repeat that again. The key is setting ourselves to be able to receive the benefit. Look at the story of Riley. You gave back the puppy 2 years ago because you were not able to receive the benefit at that point in time. Yes, Donna?
That is correct.
So, in those 2 years, you were setting yourself to be able to receive the benefit. We have to be free to not be too immersed in whatever we are doing and to be patient. Patience is absolutely vital. It's patience with trust. That's the difficult part. You had patience with trust when it came to Riley. You had patience with trust. Every time you looked at that, you said, no, not yet, no, not right. You trusted that the right would come. Otherwise, you wouldn't have kept looking. Donna?
That's correct.
All right. I just want to say that again. You had trust that Riley would come because otherwise you would have stopped looking if you had no trust that Riley would come. Yes?
Yes.
This is a crucial point. This is a crucial point, Donna. Extrapolate this now to the house and to say, hey, there's a with partner house and a house that's without partner house. It's either way, right? But the fact that you are still looking at houses that could be with partner is because you trust that that can come, that can happen.
That is
It's a very
correct.
powerful point. It's a huge point. You actually, when you really think about it, if you're on that universal lie detector, and I said to you, do you trust that it will happen? Yes, you do.
Yes, I
Otherwise, you'd
do.
stop looking. It's not a hope, it's a trust. There's a big difference. Yes?
Yep. There is a
Now we
big.
have to just add the patience to it, and the discipline and the forbearance, right? And the timing gets created. Patience, discipline, forbearance creates timing, creates it, creates it. All right. It's patience with trust, the difficult part. Even after having experienced this phenomenon of external valuable input countless times, it still seems it's not a guarantee. Complete trust and patience are required every time. In other words, this external valuable input. When Riley came, you got the little things that all added up, and it was anomalous, but it was magical. Now that's what, even though we experience that magic of the anomalousness, the unusualness, the rightness, the attunement, we experience it countless times. It's never a guarantee that it's going to happen in the future. But in the same way as Riley came about, there's no guarantee that the house will come about. But also, we know that it will, even though there's no guarantee. It's a bit of a contradiction
That's
that
not
coexists, but
really. It's
we're
the
all gonna have.
trust with a capital T instead of the trust with a little t.
Exactly. And also patience with a capital P. Right? When you
Right.
put those two together, then we know we are going to intend it by. Or more specifically, intent. Intent is broader. So we're taking capital T trust, capital P patience, combining the two and adding more, and we're adding now we come to intent. Intent is broader. It encompasses what we actually are, what we are convinced of, what we actually do. We can think a lot of crap, think we want a lot of stuff, but don't really want it. Intent cuts through all that and is what we really want and what we really are. It's why the focus on being a real person is so key. Most are so muddled, they can't really have intent just once. Those are very, very different. On the universal grid work, wants mean nothing. Did you have an intent for Riley?
I did.
Do you have an intent for a house with to live in, with or without a partner?
I do.
Right. Which would you prefer of those two?
Partner.
There you go. So the other one that now can fall away, the house on your own. That's just like a kind of a, a backstop, covering your ass kind of an option. Yes, it's not
Yeah.
really. It's not really your. So throw those out when you get the notifications for the properties. If they just single home, just for a single person. Nope, sorry, no more. It's not my intent. You want a house with a partner. That's actually the intent. Yes. So it's
Yes.
not just a house, it's also a partner. But the fact that you know that maybe the house comes first, the partner comes second, not the other way around. Making space. I don't know. Just saying. Seems like that to me.
Yep.
Maybe not. I'm speculating. It's just interesting. But it's a very clear thing. It's very clear that the two go together for you, yes? In your intuitive
Yes.
understanding of things.
Yes.
All right.
And
So
when
be
I
focused, be
had,
clear.
when
Be
I
clear on
had,
your intent.
no, a key point too with intent is when I had doubt, like I'm like, okay, the partner's not here. I'm just going to get a house by myself. That's why the house came. It was the push pull.
There you go.
They both came at the
Right.
same
But
time.
now
So
you
it's
have that
kind of like
clear.
the universe saying,
Right.
okay, make up your mind. What do you really want?
Right. Exactly. So now, today, that ambivalence of the single house or the partner house, that is gone. It is
Correct.
only partner now. Yeah, there's no other option. There's no other choice. There's no ambivalence here.
The only reason there was ambivalence was I have and maybe it's a misbelief, like maybe the universe has a bigger plan for me and I'll end up being alone, and that's fine. I mean, and it is fine. It's not like I need a partner, but that's why I really think it would be awesome to have it, because I am in that
Right.
space. So I don't know. I
Exactly.
think that's where it
Exactly.
came from.
Exactly. Exactly. And it may be, Donna, that you get the house that has space for a partner, but it takes a little while before the partner comes. The house comes first. You live alone for a while, then the partner comes. It may be just that the universe is preparing you for this eventuality.
Yeah, could be. I just have to be open to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't attach myself to the details. That message has come through loud
Precisely.
and clear.
Precisely. Intent will work it out. You just have to follow that path. In the same way Riley come. Riley's your blueprint now. Riley is your blueprint for this profound question you asked. And it was deep in you. How do I live in attunement? How do I make those decisions? Now you know the Riley whole procedure. This was very clear, very simple, right? When it came, it was obvious, it was pure, it was magical, it was joyful, it was sublime. Your heart, everything was just there. It was like, duh. Yeah?
Very much so.
Just that same process with the house and with the
Riley's
partner.
situation will be the template for me going
Yes,
forward.
yes, yes. The blueprint, the template, exactly. It is an incredible magical gift. And every day you see Riley, you say, thank you, Riley. Thank you,
Right?
Riley, for being. Thank you, Riley, for being so magical. Thank you, Riley, for being Donna in a dog form. That's what I see. I see Donna, a variation of Donna, a reflection of Donna, a reminder of Donna's awesome, magical, just, just magicalness. I don't know what more word to say with that. In this sphere of life, intent is everything. When we consider that scientifically the universe is made of energy and that matter is merely coalesced energy or energy to which intent has been applied, then things start to fall into place. Going a step further, the universe is intent. Now everything changes. Once we tap into this understanding, that's where attunement comes into play and makes the incredible, massive difference it does. Attuning to the greater intent as it applies to us individually makes a phenomenal difference. The relationship with that general impersonal intent is a function of the individual and thus completely different for everyone. And this is the point, Donna, that your connectivity to intent and to attunement specifically is a very, very, very different connectivity to mine. We're on very different paths. We're on very different paths. However, the underlying mechanisms of coming to to the materialization of our intents, the connectivity to attunement, the underlying mechanisms are the same. No matter, right? They're like they're obvious decisions when we apply patience and discipline and forbearance and impeccability, right? Doesn't matter. Just
Yep.
have to be impeccable. If we look a bit deeper, we realize that the intent of the universe is really our intent, but way more sophisticated, way more complex, deeper, extrapolated to the max. It's like we fed our intent into a super computer, and it's calculated out and unraveled out all the implications, sending back a universe and a reality best suited to match our intent. That's huge. That's huge. This is where most lose it. They confuse intent with want, not the same. Most want what they don't intend. Their wants are counterproductive relative to their intents. Mostly their wants are petty indulgences which mean nothing. Would you, for instance, trade the Ferrari for the ability to be truly patient? Or trade the Ferrari for being free from worry? Of course, because an impatient, worrying Ferrari owner is still not happy. So, really, what is our intent at root? It is to be good. That overrides everything else. Yes? We have to
Yep.
understand we have deep, innate intent to goodness. And by implication, this intent to be good is an intent to be aware. Because the moment you start trying to be good, you realize, oh, I need to know more in order to be good. I need to be more aware in order to apply my goodness, because otherwise you run into problems. So we have to understand we have a deep, innate intent to goodness. That's very obvious when it comes to Donna. But being good, when taken to extremes by the supercomputer, means things like patience, sobriety, independence of being, discernment, discipline, impeccability, and of course, the champion of them all, the necessary ingredient which makes all of those possible, awareness. Being able to be truly good with maximum appropriateness requires awareness. Being able to be truly good with maximum appropriateness requires awareness. Very simple. Very simple. Isn't that what this today was all about? Awareness of this, your ability to be good with maximum appropriateness, and how you can be that way just by applying impeccability. So, our simple intent to be good now has taken on a massively sophisticated complexity. Our reality is shaped by what we need to learn in the context of our deep and true intent. Our reality is thus extremely personal, based on what is right for us according to our intent and according to our character and personality. We thus intend circumstances where we can get the opportunity to be good, to be better at being good, to learn and become more aware of just exactly what in ourselves we need to pay attention to. We really do get what is right for us personally. Thus, our reality we intend is about becoming aware of ourselves, aware of our connection with our own intent, and aware that in a universe made entirely of energy, intent is a potent force. Intent is a force potent beyond our wildest imaginings. Look how potent it was when it came to the materialization of Riley. We think we know what we want, but not really. A smiley girl. Thank you for that reminder. With this life view perspective, it doesn't matter if one believes it or not. All one has to do is take it for a test drive, since we are on a car analogy. Treating this intent perspective as if it works, trying it out. Just that alone changes everything. And then, of course, the more we test, the more we see how it works, and belief not required. We might ask, wouldn't anyone want to subscribe to this view of how things work? It's fantastic in its implications. Taken fully, it means we are the originators of our world. So why wouldn't we want in on this? Why wouldn't we want in on this? Responsibility. That's why. This perspective of life and how it works also implies a massive, massive total responsibility. And for most, that is scary. It's the one thing they absolutely run away from. Hence the popularity of religions, where one hands off responsibility or other escapisms. But in the end, it's just us, and the responsibility for our choices is all ours, can only be ours. There is no running away from responsibility, cannot be done. Thus, the sooner we get with the program, the better. This is the power of attunement and alignment. It is becoming one with the way of the world. What that means in real everyday terms is we use our energy more appropriately and thus more efficiently and effectively. And therefore, we have more to spare. More energy always means more happiness. And if we free up enough energy, we get to joy. Capital J, joy. In session one. And there you have it, just like that, how it all works. There's much in the session. Make notes of how you understand it all with the intent to explain it back. PS. The biggest inhibitor to adopting profound ideas is the fear of looking silly, as profound ideas tend to be outside our comfort zone. And there it is, just like that. It just ends very abruptly. But it's a huge deal. Very simple. And aren't you in a space of joy right now, Donna?
Yeah, I am.
Are you at peace, Donna?
Oh, yeah.
How magical is that? How about self-proof when it comes to your ability to intend?
Yeah.
Can you show us a little video? Can you put a live? Can you put Riley on as an evidence of this proof?
I sent a video to your email. How do I do
Oh,
it with you on Zoom? Can you teach me how to do that?
I don't know. I was just
Oh,
thinking,
yeah,
just
no.
turn on your.
Just start
Oh,
the video. Never mind. I made it more difficult. Hang on.
there you go. There you go. And then just flip your camera and point it. There you go. Hello, Riley dog.
Can you
Hello,
see
Riley.
Riley?
No, right now the camera's pointing back at you. So just to reverse the camera, tap on screen and
Oh.
hit the little reverse camera icon.
Yeah. There he is.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Hello, Donna. Riley. Hello, hello, hello. Look at that. Look at that. Look
oh,
at that. I just see Donna. That's what I see. That's what I see. I see the magicalness of Donna. This is what I was waiting for, Donna. This is what I
it's
wanted
a
to see.
sweet one.
Look at this. This is unbelievable.
That's
And
Riley.
I see Riley, this patient,
Oh,
beautiful soul. There's this.
oh,
Oh
it's
man, I love. Hello, Riley. Hello, Riley dog. Hello. Hello. Oh,
sweet
thank
little
Thanks,
you,
dog.
Riley.
Donna. Thank you. You know what? To me, you know what I'm seeing, Beena? I'm seeing Donna's heart.
Oh gosh, it is cute, Donna. Really, you're lucky.
Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cutie.
It's more than that. I see Donna's heart. That's what I see. That's what I see, truly. I see your heart, Donna. I see your heart, Donna. I see your heart. What incredibleness. And that daily reminder of the magic of how Rayleigh came to be in your life, how you came to be connected with your heart. This is incredible. This is incredible. Yeah?
Yeah. It
Connected
started
just to your heart,
it
but your
started a
intent.
while ago. I could say the same thing about Ellie and how she manifested too, and Riley's just kind of I don't know, Riley was the leap off the cliff. Yes.
Why? Man, I just love Riley. Oh, I just love Donna. Isn't that something, Beena? There's a difference to this puppy as to other puppies. Beena, do you see it too?
Yes, sweet,
This is
sweet,
not an ordinary,
sweet
this
one.
is not, but be more than sweet. more than sweet.
Mhm.
There's a sobriety to that sweetness too. Yes.
Donna, really?
What's that?
Sil said that there is a sobriety in that. Yes, I can feel that calmness in. But what do you feel?
He's definitely unique. He's very mellow and very smart, and has taken to the house and everything just like he's been here forever. It's not been a
Yes.
typical. He doesn't whine that much. He's already in his crate. He already feels comfortable. I took him to work, and it
Right.
just seemed natural. He was there. Everything's just sort of a flow, and he seems very at peace. So kind of cool.
And I said this to Donna from just the picture. I got the intuitive
Mhm.
sense that Riley was a quiet puppy. You know, a lot of puppies, they're always yapping and they're always mad. I said to Donna, before I'd seen any video of him, just that was my intuitive sense just from the one photo that you were on the car seat that when she was driving him home. And I got this
Mhm.
feeling that Riley was a quiet puppy. And he is, right, Donna?
Yeah, he's quiet and mellow, just very peaceful.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, too, Donna. If somebody had to, if you ask people that people that you've worked with, your boss, and if they would say, is Donna mellow? What would they say?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think I can be.
For me, I personally feel that when all the stuff settles down, Dollar is profoundly mellow, actually, even though some likely would not say that has been Donna. That unmellowness is because of the ambivalence. But when the ambivalence is resolved, Donna is a profoundly mellow person.
Interesting.
She's like Riley, content with the world. Everything is good, at peace with the world, at peace with themselves. Is Riley at peace with himself?
Yeah, I mean, if I were
Hell
to
yes.
describe this dog, I would use those words for sure. I mean, it's amazing. I've only had him a day and a half, and he knows how to go outside, and I know those things if you look at him surfacely, but we don't really do that in this group. So
Oh,
they
that's
show,
that sobriety.
yeah. I mean, and to take him to two different environments, and he just chilled at work and crawled right under he's like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for
Right,
this. It's
right.
about time I'm at
Sobriety
your
is a
office,
super
and
sensibility.
yeah. It was
It
kind of
was
And
like
crazy.
how is that
just a
any different to
We were
and
all
how is
talking.
that any different to the Donna that we know and we see? Beena? Isn't that the Donna that you see and I see? I mean, I'm speaking for you. I'm asking. That's the Donna I
uh,
see. No different.
yeah. I feel like that you got a custom-made puppy for you, Donna.
I
Yeah.
feel like that too, Beena.
To me, right, right. And really, if you see
Yes.
Riley as your heart, as your heart, it all makes sense. Yeah. Is Riley not a representation of Donna's heart, Donna's core? I'm
Yes.
asking Donna. I'm asking Donna.
Yeah. Yes.
What a magical thing, and intent, and how it works. So here's the key point. This session was it's called intent and how it works, right? So if we
Right.
look at this whole Riley is precisely the exemplification of intent and how it works. Yes?
Yep.
And hasn't this been the big question for you, particularly Donna, and in the context of attunement? Now, the next session, which we can do now too, since we want to do is about attunement. So let's connect it all together. Connect it all together. Since we're on a roll here, right?
Okay.
Module 8, session 2. Right, because that's the last one. I don't think there's a module 8 session 3. Not that I remember. I'm just checking now. I don't think so. Just being thorough and checking. Cases they got rearranged. So. Nope, that's it. That's what I thought. Yeah. So attunement is the last one. Module 8 session 2. There's only 2 in the last one. Module 8 session 2. Attunement, alignment, and anomalies. Let's just connect it all together since we have this magical, incredible gift of Riley, this exemplification of the magic of thought. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was kind of fun. The way it added that board. Oh, attunement, alignment, and anomalies. Module 8, session 2. One day in a
We're not
faraway
sharing
land.
a screen.
Ah, thank you. Oh. Start again. Attunement, alignment, and anomalies. Module 8, session 2. One day in a faraway land, a young man said to his heart, I have tried mightily to learn, to acquire wisdom. After all my studies of scriptures, texts, philosophies, literatures, and more, I have not found an answer. His heart asked sweetly, to what question? He pondered this as he had been, wanting to express himself clearly. This was dear to his soul. I want to live right. I want to be sure I am making good decisions. But all the learning in the world cannot ensure my choices are appropriate. In the short term, they seem fine. Longer term, it is harder to know. The same with context. I have come to understand clearly my knowledge is limited and will always be limited. He considered his own words carefully. It is this limitation of knowledge which concerns me. Knowledge is not information, and neither of these are wisdom. The dream of self-wisdom is flawed. His heart understood. She always understood. She waited, keen to hear more. Dreams were delicate, especially when they transitioned. New dreams required tender care. Each was the other's dream. Now they would become one dream. The young man continued earnestly. Unless I am conceited, and I fear this daily, I cannot ever be sure of my decisions. I know they are flawed or likely to be in the long term. This is my concern, not for the decisions of the year now, but for my life decisions. His heart responded, Yes. How can we know what is best for us when we cannot conceive of what could be best? She watched the young man carefully. His sincerity seemed to make him sad. He continued, I am committed to modesty. I am committed to humility. I refuse to fall prey to self importance. I refuse. And I refuse to be limited by my own decision making ability. I cannot continue any longer in this way. I have to change. Will you change with me, dear heart? This was a matter they could only undertake together. They were one heart. She had already changed. Yes, I will. I will embrace a new way of living. We cannot honestly continue in this way if we are serious about our path. Our decisions are limited. She looked at him, open to solution. I have given this much thought, he said somewhat obviously. Since we cannot trust any decisions made with limited information, we need access to universal information. I intend to look outside myself for answers. I am too limited. I will look to the universe for answers. The universe has access to universal information. He stopped here. So much was still unsaid. Attunement. Attunement is positioning ourselves to be in the best place to most appropriately take advantage of the forces and energies of the world. Attunement is positioning ourselves to be in the best place to most appropriately take advantage of the forces and energies of the world. Attunement is working with life instead of against it or just randomly being moved by whatever comes our way. It's the difference between surfing life's waves or getting dumped or bowled over by them. As spirit warriors, we take this further. Go in all the way. Our aim, since our intent is a maximum intent, is to attune to absolutely everything. We insist on attuning to life itself, to spirit, to the universe. This is the ultimate, and if our intent is geared to our life context, we can do no less. For survival, being attuned to the rhythms, patterns, energies, and workings of the jungle is imperative. Just as in our work or business, it's most advantageous to be attuned to the economy and politics and so on. Operating from the profoundness of appropriateness is our root conception. How can we not attune to life itself? We have to, because we want to make sure our actions are appropriate in the immediate, long term, and in the absolute overall of everything. We attune because, like the young man, if we are honest and if we are also humble, we have to acknowledge our decisions are going to be limited in the larger context, as we simply do not have access to the information needed. Attunement connects us to the access of that universal information and ways to leverage overall. Attunement is grand sensibility. It's expanding our awareness to the rhythm, pattern, and flow of life. It, Attunement is grand sensibility. It's expanding our awareness to the rhythm, pattern, and flow of life itself so we can be maximally appropriate. Alignment. Alignment is once we've positioned ourselves via attunement, we actually make specific usage of life forces and energies. We actually catch the waves of life and we've positioned ourselves to be in place to catch. We actually catch the waves of life. We've positioned ourselves to be in place to catch. Attunement is being aware of what's out there. Alignment is actually taking action to use what's available. Alignment is application thus. Because, of course, without application, it's all meaningless. In the context of Riley, you were attuning. Every time you looked at a notification, that was attunement. Every time you were in, yeah. So then, when that wave came, you caught it and you rode it. And right now, you are aligning. You are taking care of Riley. You are loving Riley. You are enjoying Riley. You are appreciating Riley. You are just connecting to the sublime awesomeness of Riley. This is alignment. Surfing that wave of Riley. But you went to attunement, was putting yourself in position to be able to align, right?
Right. And I have to align with Riley right now and take him out. Can I have a 5-minute
break? Brilliant. Well, Donna, we'll pause here and let me unscreen share. Okay. And then you put your video on again and take us with.
Okay, I'll see if the connection stays. Sure.
Yeah. I just love this. We'll take Riley out. Just love this. Okay. I had muted you because I was just hearing the sounds, so. But you can unmute and just put the camera on and just flip it again. Not too excited to go out with Riley, Beena? I am.
Yes.
Beena, where you go? It's such a simple thing. So I don't know what happened, Donna. We're not seeing anything. I'm not seeing or hearing anything. It's all right. We'll wait. Riley is just so magical. I can't even think of Riley as a puppy, Beena. Beena? I mean, to me, Riley is just so much more than a puppy. Wow. To call Riley a puppy is it's like saying, you're just a person. You're much more than just a person. Donna is just more than just a person. You're magical beings. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Very different. Very different. Riley is much, much more than a puppy. Riley is magic. Yes?
Yeah. I don't know. You are seeing more in that. For me, it is like really a custom made puppy for Donna. Very peaceful,
Exactly.
calm.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. That's the more. That's the more. Riley is a manifestation of the precise appropriateness. And look. Yeah. Wow, what are we seeing? What are we seeing? It looks like a desert. Donna, it looks like sand. Is that what you muted Donna? Oh, what were we seeing? Oh, now your camera went off again. I'm fascinated. It looked like Donna had a whole desert outside the house there. Didn't it, Beena?
Yeah.
Will you put the camera on again, please, Donna? We don't mind seeing Riley do his thing, unless he minds, but I don't know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah. We hear and see now. Yes, this is what we want.
You
Let's see,
get
let's
you
see.
cut out. I went too
Okay.
far outside, so I'm back in.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay. But I
Uh,
did see some outside for a moment. We saw it looked like desert. Do you have sand outside your house?
Oh, it's a big golf course. I live on a golf course.
Oh, so you were in a
I'm not
bunker?
on it, but it's right next door.
You were in a
What?
bunker? You were in a big bunker?
Yeah, it goes down, and then it's a whole
Wow,
grassy area to get to the golf course.
wow, wow. That's magical.
Yeah,
That's magical that
it's
you live on a golf
beautiful.
course.
It's a beautiful view.
Oh, wow. And see, you're getting up early. It's in attunement with the golf course because this is something that people don't realize when they live on a golf course. But on the golf course, that you always get noise in the morning, right, when they drive the tractors and they mow the lawns. Yeah.
Yep.
So you getting up early, it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't disrupt your sleep, right? Because you get up, you basically get up more at the
No,
same time as them. Yeah.
for some reason, the golf course, I lived on a golf course before, and so I always kind of thought that it's just really magical and beautiful, honestly. And first thing in the
Wow.
morning, I love the sound of that because they have the mowers out, so you see the people before, they get out there at like 4:30 when I'm out, and they're out there getting the
Exactly. That's
course
what I'm saying.
ready, and
Achievement.
yeah,
Right.
and
Isn't that something?
it's really
I mean, to
beautiful.
me, wow. Well, if you can show us a bit more, that would be brilliant. Like a view through your window or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can do
Let's see.
that.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, that reversing the camera. I think you had it on and now it went off again, the camera.
Mm, okay.
You had it on.
Yeah.
There
There's
you
the
go.
camera.
There you go. That's it. Now you reversed it again. Now reverse it the other way again.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to see me instead?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Wow, look at that.
So
But we're seeing lots of sand, not grass, which is fascinating to me.
sand. Where do you see sand? The snow?
Oh, maybe it's just
Oh,
it's snow.
Do you see how sunny it is?
Ah,
Yeah.
but it's
This
snow
is
that
the
I'm
golf
seeing, not
course.
sand.
Yeah, this is my
wow.
back. I'm on a second floor, so this is my porch, and that's what I look out. It's a beautiful view.
Yes,
Wow.
it is.
Yes, but it was snow that I saw sand. That's why I said, look, it looks like a desert. Because from,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I saw the snow as sand. Yeah, it makes sense now.
It's
Hello, Riley. Hello, Riley. Hello, Riley. Hello.
checking it out.
Oh,
Checking everything out.
my goodness.
Okay, let's
Oh,
go
my
in, bud.
goodness.
So yeah, it's a very beautiful condo, and it's got a beautiful view. Come here, baby. Let's go in. I can't let my door close on its own because it locks. Okay. We got that
Oh,
covered.
dear. That would not be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's
I just wanted What a treat, Donna, the little tour of just and your house now. It's a massive treat. I can't tell you how much it means to me and how huge it is. Just hanging out with you in your house. It's very special. It's very, very special to me. It's a big deal. Really huge. And yes, Riley's Corner. I even recognize it already.
His corner. There's
Wow.
his bed.
Wow. So turn your phone sideways, Donna. Donna, if you turn your
Mhm.
phone sideways, we get a wide view, you know?
Yeah, there's his
Just
crate and
hold it.
his bed,
You hold
which
your
he already
phone.
likes.
Just hold your phone horizontal.
Oh, come here, baby.
Donna?
Yes, I
Donna,
am.
will you hold your phone horizontal? Oh, it's just not
Wait.
updating. It's upside down.
Vertically. Vertical. Horizon.
No, hold the
horizontal.
phone
I'm
horizontally.
not holding it horizontally. This is.
Oh, okay.
That's my living
Beena
room. You
chocolate.
saw my dining
Nope.
room and my dining room picture. My
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah. Wow.
This is where Riley and I are hanging out. I got stuff all over the carpets.
Just look at him. Wow. Yeah. Has he gone in the house, or have you got it every time?
2 times. The very first day I had him, I took him out when we got home, and it's going to take me a little bit to get to know his schedule. So he peed, but we were
Yeah.
out there, and everything was so new. He was just sniffing
Yeah.
and taking it all in. And the second I brought him
Wow.
in, he came in and pooped on the floor, like 2 seconds.
Oh
after
wow!
we got in.
Oh wow!
I'm
Oh
like,
wow!
okay,
Wow!
we christened the place already.
Right.
Yeah.
But he pooped
But
on
if
the
I take
floor,
him
not
out
the
every
carpet,
2
which was
hours, he's good.
yeah.
Aren't you,
All
baby?
right, that's
You want
interesting.
a close up?
Oh man!
Yeah.
Hello, Riley. Hello, Riley.
What's that?
What an
Huh?
incredible! What really fascinates me with Riley is that I was telling Beena when you were out. I say, to me, I can't think of Riley as a puppy. I can only see Riley as a magical being, as a sentient being.
Oh, you know what
Yeah.
my youngest was saying? She was saying she was getting to the point where, and I thought this was profound, because we had ants in my office, ants, right? So I was killing the ants. I don't normally kill
Right.
things. I literally take spiders outside
same.
and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
same here. I do
just
the
sort
same.
of,
Yep.
I was at work and they were tiny little things, and I'm like, it didn't really come to my awareness to take the ants outside. But then she was
Yeah.
talking the day I killed them in the kitchen at work, and she's like, yeah, I'm getting to the point I can't even kill ants. And I'm like, just simple things like that just bring things to your awareness.
Yeah.
They really are kind of magical if you just really pay attention. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
she was talking about her new place in Chicago and how it was going to be so nice to have her own space for a while, even though she knew it wasn't going to be forever, and just different things, she says.
Oh, so fantastic. So fantastic.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
All right, back to the module. I'm sorry for the major interruption on that.
Yes. No. Please don't be sorry. That was a gift. That was a fantastic, profound, magical gift. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying seeing you interact with Riley, enjoying your home, just seeing it on. Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And we're waiting for Beena to reconnect. She dropped off for some reason. So.
Okay.
Oh, I just love seeing it. I just love seeing the video of it. So you can leave the video on and just put it out the window if you like. I don't know, something. Just nice to see. I will just check to see. Okay, so yeah, Beena hasn't said anything on Facebook, message. So.
Is she coming back, or did she have to leave?
Yeah. No, I'm assuming it's just a connection because she dropped off so suddenly. Or maybe they had a power outage. No, she's still active, so yeah. We'll find in a moment. Who knows? Something may have happened. Sometimes she gets called to do things, and she's not. You know, her domestic situation puts pressure on things sometimes. All right, so let's go out of here. Oh, I just love seeing Riley. I really enjoy it so much, Donna. You know, truly, like I say, I can't see Riley as it's most unusual. It's a being, you know. Riley is more, you know. I feel like it's just like, hey, Riley, you know, it's just there's so much more here. Oh, it makes me so happy that you are with Riley. There's a rightness. There's a rightness to it, Donna.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And this is something
I feel
else I
so too.
noticed with Riley. That when he walks around, you know, some puppies, that tail is always going. Not so with Riley, right? You know, with them, the tail is just like on permanent on. But you know, that's typically with puppies. Their tail never stops. But with Riley, it's actually the reverse. The when it wags, it's somewhat unusual. Yes.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Yeah. And that to me is it says a lot too in terms of Donna. That last thing I said, Donna, how does that resonate with you?
Mood management, energy management.
Right. But also in terms of, you know, Donna's giving her love and giving her joy and giving her things. Yes, it is. There are times, but you're selective when it comes to who you share your deep self with.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, same as Riley. Incredible magicness. Hello, Beena. We'll get going in a moment again. Get going in a moment. You know, I'd completely forgotten what was in the session. By the way, I hadn't remembered that I had that young man's story in there. It's very profound.
Yes, anomalies and omens and
Yeah. We'll continue in a moment. We'll continue in a moment.
Riley and I are having a stare down. I'm laying on the floor.
Look at that.
He's laying down
Look
right
at
there.
If ever I see a picture of perfection, right there. Yes?
Isn't he the cutest? He's so cute.
oh yes.
It's more than cute. It's much more than cute. This is
Oh
profound.
baby, what are you looking at? Huh?
Hello. Hello.
He's looking at the phone,
Hello,
It's
right?
right?
Is that him barking a little bit?
Yeah,
No, he doesn't bark much.
responding.
But see, that's the incredibleness too. This tailor-made that you can take him to work and he doesn't bark too much. You know, some yappy puppies, there's no way you can take them to work. Right, Donna? All right. Anomalies. Anomalies are just that. What's anomalous? The odd, the unusual, the utterly improbable, the impossible, and the otherwise unexplained. The value of anomalies lies in their attention getting power. It's almost impossible to ignore an anomaly. What we do with them is another matter. Most just write them off as freak circumstance and move on. But as spirit warriors, anomalies have a greater significance. We look at them as connections to spirit, as links to the ineffable unknown and the more. Anomalies thus become doorways to knowing what we otherwise would not. And Riley is a profound anomaly. Two keys are vital when understanding and using anomalies. One, they are intimately personal for us in that moment. And two, we have to understand them symbolically and metaphorically according to our own perceptions and perspectives, again, as it applies in that moment. When we look at Riley and from this personal point of view as a symbolic and metaphoric as how it is pertinent to Donna, Riley is a profound magical representation of so much. Incredible. When we encounter an anomaly, we ask, what's going on inside me? I want resolution to. And what does the anomaly symbolically represent to me right now? Again, Riley. Putting those two together is the power of anomaly. They connect us through that symbolism to the unknown we need to learn. Key to also understand that we have to do some working out. We don't get the full answer, just the path to them. Because since everything is all about awareness, and we have to cultivate our awareness by ourselves, we have to put the clues together for ourselves. Acting without agenda. Since we know we are limited, don't know everything, and are nincompoops in relation to the universe, our profound humility and self honesty forces us to be aware our personal motivations and agendas are limited. So we do the only thing we can, we don't have any, and switch to attuning and aligning to universal agenda. And here I want to pause a second to say that universal agenda is saying what we truly want and intend. Personal agenda is different to personal intent. And I think that Donna, that this idea of acting without agenda, without personal agenda, has somewhat been a bit of a confusing point. Yes, you
Yes,
muted, Donna.
I did. Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes,
When
it
we
has
see the
been.
difference, right, right, and I will add a note here to say, well, let me do it right now. Let me do it right now. Okay, personal agenda is different to personal intent. Let's put that on a new line. There we go. Okay. That makes a big difference, right, Donna, to understand the difference between personal agenda and personal intent. Yeah.
It
I don't
definitely
think Donna
does.
has, yeah. I mean, for the longest time, Donna, I don't think you've had personal agenda. You've had personal intent, yes, but personal agenda, since I've known you, I can't really say you've had that. Yeah. Or very
Now,
little.
yes, but
Yeah.
what it did was deflected the receiving,
Say that again.
the confusion
Yeah.
between the two,
Yeah.
deflected the receiving
Yeah.
of the intent.
Yeah. 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 All right. That's huge. That's huge.
It's like
This
it's like what you had said when you know, sometimes you can over analyze
yeah.
and the intent for goodness can go to the extreme. That's what it was.
Right. 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 Wow. Huge. 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 This switch is also the switch to deep and profound joy. Because how can universal agenda not be magical, awesome, incredible, be more, always more? How can universal agenda not be right? It has to be. Here, initially, we need some suspension of belief temporarily. We need to accept without accepting and trust without trusting that such is the case. We do this and go out into the world and simply test this massive idea. Soon enough, we'll experience that awesome. End session 2. Attunement, alignment, and anomalies are a core power triangle. There's much to this understanding. Living in attunement is our aim as a spirit warrior. Look carefully at how you would use this, what it means to you personally, and then we'll look at how to customize this profound understanding and life perspective to you as an individual in the takeaway session. Our abilities are not a limitation when encountering the ineffable. Only our impeccability to ride the moment counts. Our abilities are not a limitation when encountering the ineffable. Only our impeccability to ride the moment counts. Wow. So both of these module 8, in other words, both of them are to me, it's now the Riley module, right? Because the Riley story, it totally is a representation of everything that was in these 2 sessions in this module, right? All of it is encapsulated in the story of Riley, right? Not just the
Absolutely.
story of how Riley came to be, but also the exemplification of Riley himself, Riley's magicalness, Riley's perfectness for you. It is an ongoing reminder of this magic of intent, attunement, anomalies, everything, alignment, all of it. And of course, you are continuously aligning to taking care of Riley and being with Riley and being enjoying Riley and appreciating Riley and the interaction with Riley. This is this constant alignment that's going to be a long time to come. And that's the whole magic of it. And also the magic of when we attune and align, how things work out just so perfectly. But it takes that trust and that patience, right? To be diligent. And it takes, of course, the key to all of this is the way of impeccability, right?
Right.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Riley came about because of Donna's impeccability. Yes?
Yes.
Look how impeccable you were when you gave back the previous puppy. That was a profound act of impeccability. Yes?
Yes.
Huge. You said, I wasn't in the right space yet. I wasn't there yet. I wasn't ready to receive the gifts yet. When the time came that you were ready, you received. Now, understand that process when it comes to the next intent, which is the house and the partner. Be sure that you're being impeccable in terms of preparing yourself to be in the space where you can have both house and partner.
Yes.
Huge, huge. Riley is the template. That's Riley's middle name. We'll just call him Template. Riley Template Herbert, right? RTH. It's really incredible, yeah.
Did Beena come back or did she leave?
She dropped off again. So something's with the connection, yeah. So we'll just wait. We're not in a hurry. We're just chilling and enjoying and loving everything. And you're welcome to leave that camera on, Donna, and just kind of, just let it run and see Riley. I don't know. I just love it. Truly, it gives me great joy. It's interesting that your picture doesn't go sideways. You see, like my camera has it, when I just hold it horizontal and give it a moment and the picture readjusts itself. It's interesting that yours doesn't do that for whatever reason.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Is it an older phone? Oh, I think there's a delay when you tap on the put video on, and it doesn't work, and then you tap it again, so you put it on, and then you put it off again. There again. See, it happened twice now. Yeah. It's just a slow. It takes a moment or two to come on, right?
So have patience, in other words, and quit hitting the
Yeah,
button.
just tap it once. In other words, yeah.
Can you see now?
No, it's off.
Yeah.
It should show the
Okay.
little line through it. There you go. It's on. It's on. It's on. No more tapping.
Yes.
Oh, look at Riley. Look at Riley.
You can see him now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's at the end of the white sheet there, right?
Yeah, he's sleeping. How
Oh,
come I can't see Riley on my phone?
oh, it will come in a moment. It will come in a moment. Yeah, this is what's interesting. When you turn your camera horizontal,
Yeah.
it doesn't shift the picture. It just puts it sideways, which I find interesting.
Ah.
Yeah, try go horizontal the other way. If you went left and go right. I don't know. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, that's most intriguing to me. It just stays that way. It's too funny. It's too funny. But it doesn't matter. I'm just happy they yeah, I just still do it normally. That's fine. Just to see Riley like that. I know it's like this picture of my neighbor's house and the view out the window. It just gives me peace, Donna. You know, it's much nicer than seeing the little black screen, right?
Right.
So, even if you want, you can just take a photo of that and then use it as your profile photo.
He's so content already. It's amazing to me.
Exactly.
I mean, I've had him less than 24 hours.
Right.
Look at him.
Right. Now look at the profoundness. Okay, let's go back. Riley is an anomaly, yes?
Mm. Yeah.
There's no doubt that Riley is an anomaly. No doubt whatsoever. Yeah?
No, no doubt.
Right. Exactly. So when we say this, where we looked at anomalies, here we go. It was the slide here. Right. Two keys are vital when understanding and use anomalies. One, they are intimately personal for us in the moment. And two, we have to understand them symbolically and metaphorically according to our own perceptions and perspectives, again, as it applies in that moment. So I'm going to relate to Riley from my personal perception and perspective as it's applying right now. I see Riley as this anomaly. When I look at Riley symbolically and metaphorically, what did you just say about Riley? You said he is so content. Riley doesn't need to do anything. He is content to just be. And to me, when I look at Riley symbolically and metaphorically, as to me, Riley represents Donna's heart, Donna's essence, Donna's real self, a actual physical manifestation of where Donna is at, the real self, the moreness of Donna. It is a being who is content to simply just be. A being that doesn't need to do anything. Just being is enough. This is what I feel is the magic of Donna. This is why you can just have a home and this is enough. You don't need any more. You don't need all of the stuff that people have. Like Riley, what does he need?
Love, food, place to go to the bathroom. Not a whole lot.
That's it. What does Donna need?
Pretty much the
Love,
same
food,
thing.
bathroom. Exactly. Not a whole lot.
Nope.
And this is a deep thing. We are so conditioned that we need to have stuff. We need to be doing stuff. That it almost seems like, but I'll be doing nothing. Well, Riley does nothing, right? In that usual perspective. And to accept that you too can be like Riley, to essentially do nothing, but at the same token, be everything. Now, in Riley's doing of nothing, isn't Riley doing the most profound thing that we can possibly imagine? He's existing. He's existing magically. He's not just doing any old existence. He's existing magically, profoundly, sublimely, beautifully, awesomely. Yes?
Yes.
And how is this any different for Donna?
I've also learned that once you learn, like what we're talking about now, of just being, my literal mind is finally evaporating, and that for a while it was like, okay, I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to be around any people. I'm just going to be, which means sit in this chair and just be.
Right.
But I
also,
used to be so literal.
Right. Exactly. But also look at Riley. When you take him out, what does he do? He acts appropriately. He explores if he needs to. He checks things out. If something like a bird comes or somebody, he just responds appropriately. He's not actively searching for stuff to do, but when stuff comes to him, he responds to it appropriately. Right.
Right.
That's part of just being. Part of just being incorporates full appropriateness and the ability to be appropriate. If you need to act, if Riley needs to run, you'll run. If you need to act, you act. If you need to do, you do. Whatever the circumstance is, just be. When we truly just be, we are in position to be appropriate. Yes? And whatever we do, It's always appropriate. So it's very automatic. It's very it's very obvious. There's no thinking involved. It's very simple. There's no ambivalence. When stuff comes, you act appropriately. It's like, duh. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. If you were to take Riley's way of being and put it into a person, for me, that would make them a saint. I don't know what other word there is. There isn't really a word in the. It's unfortunate that a saint has this religious connotation to it. But take out the religious aspect of it, right? Completely no religion. Just the type of person you would say, oh, a new noble would be another way to say it. A superlative person, in other words. Yeah? Not because they have any special abilities or understandings or awareness or skills or any. No, they would be a superlative person simply because they are being. Riley in a human, if you take all of Riley's, what he's doing, his ways of being, the Rileyness, and put it inside the person, wouldn't that just be a most awesome, wonderful person?
Yeah.
A saint or a new noble? Yes, exactly. Now, who do you know that is a Riley actually?
You, Beena, Olivia, one or two people I know in my inner circle.
Who do you know most intimately that is a Riley as a person?
Me.
There you go. I mean, thank you for saying me, and Beena, but it's you. You. I have a different mindset. I'd be that puppy with a wagging tail all the time, always looking, never lying around. I'd be always more. I'm a different puppy to Riley. The saying, Riley's more a representation of you than of me or Beena. And we're different puppies. Riley, to me, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's what I see. I might be mistaken. Riley might be a complementary component to the beingness of you, but I don't know. It just seems to me that Riley is this, symbolic or metaphoric representation of Donna's core, Donna's heart, Donna's essence. Yeah?
Perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, let me put it this way. Your contentness of being with yourself, this is something which wasn't necessarily there before. Yes?
Yes,
But
for sure.
every day that you see Riley, isn't Riley a reminder, a constant, continual reminder of this contentness with self, that you can have it? It is there. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
something you have to go and see and find. It's
No.
not something you have to create. That's something you're going to find in a video, in a lecture, in books, or no. It's already there inside. Yeah?
Oh, that's absolutely your well-being and your independence of being. It's all right there.
It's all.
Just waiting for you to remember.
Yes, yes. And not just remember, but to activate and to enjoy.
Yeah, true.
What incredibleness. What incredibleness. What incredibleness. What incredibleness. Now, Riley has a Donna in their life. Let me repeat that. Riley has a Donna in their life.
A deliberate use of there.
Wow. There's two. Yeah. I'm just saying that, you have Riley in your life, but from Riley's perspective, you are this incredible magical creature in their life too, yeah? Or in his life, yeah? I meant it from a perspective point of view.
I
I'm
know.
just used to saying there because
I
Riley
know.
it transcends gender. Riley's a monist. But I was more about saying that, oh, whoa,
And
I'm magical to Riley, right?
right.
So if you can appreciate yourself the way Riley sees you. Now we're talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
To enjoy yourself, yeah. I mean, I would say Riley's pretty happy with himself, yeah.
Most definitely. He's very content.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Very
Now,
peaceful.
is there any impediment to you having that same content and peace
What makes you think I
and
don't?
love? I'm not saying that you don't. I do know that you do have it, and I want to just say, is there any impediment to experiencing it fully? That I should say rather. No, there's no impediment, right?
No.
That's all. That's all. I'm just making the obvious very obvious. It's like a duh question. Yeah,
Very.
very duh. Very duh questions. Like, but you know, like you said, what makes you think that there is an impediment? I didn't. I was just asking, is there any? No, there's not. Well, duh. No, there's not. Well, duh. Okay, yeah, yeah. I was asking kind of almost an irritating question in a way, but that's the point of it, is to say, well, when you really think about it, it's like, wow, 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 wow. You know what? Yeah, yeah, there aren't any impediments. Just love this, Donna. I can't tell you how much this is just too magical. You know, just the Donna getting to the moreness of Donna. It's always been there. It's just accepting it. Yeah.
Yes.
And the removal of the impediments, it's not actually a removal. It is the collapsing of a figment of an imagination, of an unreality. It is popping a bubble that wasn't ever really real, right?
Right.
They were whatever in the past, whatever was an impediment was never actually an impediment. It was always something that was self-created, as it were. You know, imagined, perceived, believed. It wasn't ever real. They weren't real impediments. Only these created illusionary impediments. Yes,
Yes.
isn't that amazing? I mean, it's not like you need to learn how to be that contentment and that peace. You always had it. You just have to connect to it. Yeah.
Yep.
And accept it and enjoy it. Isn't that something? Attune to it, in other words, and align to it. That's really the whole deal here. Attuning and aligning to your core, to your inner self. Now, of course, yes, I'm using Riley as a representation. I don't see you. There's so much more to Donna than what we are seeing now. But I do feel that this coming to peace with yourself, this is a profound part of Donna that hasn't found that yet. When Donna finds peace, this will enable her. Because look, Riley's going to, as he grows up, of course, he's going to be more active. He's going to, do so the same way with you. You when you go do stuff, you're active. You have intents. You have interests. You have response. But that inner deep contentment and self peace, this is the key element. The self acceptance, in other words. Yeah.
Yes.
The self acceptance of yourself as just this magical creature. Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that something, Donna? Isn't that something? I want to say something that I feel is really huge. That I feel that our journey on the way of impeccability has reached a turning point. With the arrival of Riley, it is a big shift. It's a shift to a whole different paradigm now. Like to me, I could say it's not an ending, it's a beginning. First of all, that's very important. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Secondly, I see the arrival of Riley, the manifestation of Riley, because Riley is a materialization of a profound intent. Yes?
Yes.
So I see this as essentially also as a graduation.
Yes.
Today is the day. And just look at this. Look at how we have been struggling to finish this project that we're on of doing the modules. Yes? Not struggling,
Yeah.
but how it's been like and chop and change. And today we come and we have this space and time to be able to do not just one session, but both of them. And we have extra time, right? No problem.
Yeah.
We got it done. And today is the day of where we get, and Riley is here, we get this opportunity. It's all coming together in appropriateness. So this is what I'm seeing, right? So for me, today is Donna's graduation day from the Wave Impeccable. It's the program. Right now, it goes to the application of it, that's a whole different journey, and the enjoyment of it, which is what we are trying to do. Right?
Right.
Always had it. It's now simply accepting and enjoying and applying it. And that this is a different magical journey. This is a whole different experience, right? It's not even a journey necessarily. It's just a beingness, but it's magical. But I really see this, and I want to make the point too that yes, just because there's graduation doesn't mean that it changes our interaction. No, 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 not at all, not at all, right? So I want to make this very clear. I want to make this clear that graduation doesn't mean that there's, okay, we don't interact or no, no, none of that whatsoever. But I do feel that the arrival of Riley, it's graduation day for Donna. Because look how we just finished this program also on this day. Look how it is with Beena. She came later and then she's coming off and dropping off. The day is all about Donna, in other words. Just the universe making this very clear. This is a Donna way. And look at that release also earlier, Donna. Isn't that a graduation release as well?
Yep.
I mean, I'm sharing my perspective here. I don't want to say this as like a fact or something. I'm sharing how I feel about this. But I want to check, does this resonate with you when I'm talking about this graduation?
Would I not say if it didn't?
I know you would, but I like to hear it. I like to hear it because it just gives me that confirmation, so. I know you would, Donna. I know you would. But
yes.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge because it's emphasis as well. You see. So,
I know. You like emphasis and what that does.
yes. And I just like to hear it. It just gives me joy. Like when you said yes, yes, yes. Now, those were the three most beautiful words I've heard. Just like you say, just like wow, there was so much in that. It's just really beautiful. It's profound. It's profound. It's profound. And it gives me a great joy and a satisfaction that, we were on a project with an intent. And when we first connected, right, when that very first phone call, the drunken phone call, I want to just kiss the phone. What was the intent there? The intent was to get us to where you are right now.
That is correct.
Yes, there's more to come in your life, but you are in a space where you can enable that moreness to come.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Now, I don't know your situation with a partner. Yes, you talk about the partner. There were some, ups and downs involved, and I don't know if the partner is the same thing or if the partner in the house will be the current partner or a new partner. I don't know, and it matters not. But I want to ask you this. When we first met, could you say that you were good or ideal partner material then as you were right then? Were you in appropriate space to be in a partnership?
No.
Right, same as you weren't with Riley, but you are now.
Yes.
Yes. Say that again. Are you in
Yes.
yes? Hell,
Yes. Hell
hell
yes.
Exactly. I mean, anybody who has got any half a brain in their head would say, "Oh my God, I would love to be in a partnership with Donna." Me personally, I would think it would be fantastic. So, just saying, Now, of course, there's more to partnerships. There's attunement and appropriateness and the universe and all that stuff, right? So, but this is anybody with half a brain would say, man, I just love to be in a partnership. Your boss has come to realize this. As cockeyed as he is in all of his stuff he's a different person now. But he's profoundly come to realize I am exceedingly fortunate to be in association with Donna. And everybody else in your life is similarly realizing this. Now, of course, the one person that it makes the most difference to, who's also realizing this, and this is, of course, Donna.
Right.
So you are now in a partnership with yourself, which you enjoy, which I cannot say
Right.
when it started was the case. Yes?
It wasn't. And you have to be in partnership with yourself. You're not able to be offering yourself in an appropriate way
Right. But in a
until
partnership
that happens.
where you, sorry again?
Nothing.
Oh, I was going to say, in a partnership with yourself where you fully appreciate and enjoy yourself. Yes?
Yes,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
absolutely.
it's so funny how the acceptance of the moreness has been in also an acceptance of less, right? The contentment, the chill, the beingness. It's like, yeah, but there's like nothing going on. I'm just me. Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's more. Yeah. So it's that conundrum a little bit, right? That contradiction again. The acceptance of the moreness of Donna is also an acceptance of less. There's not all this extraneous stuff. There's not all this wildness. When you really come down to it and you just are content, like Riley, it's like, well, there's not much going on right now, but it's more than enough. Yes, it is a moreness. The implications are this moreness from that position of contentment and acceptance and peace. From there, you can go anywhere. You can be appropriate. So it's a less and a more all combined, right?
Correct.
And doesn't all the spiritual traditions and I'll always say that, when you come to really see yourself as nothing, that's when you become everything. Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that exactly what's going on right now?
Yeah.
And that's something. Wow. 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 That's really something. That's really something. Come, Beena, come back. I want you to be sharing on this, Beena. I want you to be participating. Yes?
Have you been
Yes,
blessed
yes,
to
yes.
share this type of experience with lots of people?
What kind of experience?
Just through the way of impeccability and
You mean people
having,
finding their real self?
yeah.
Not to this degree, not to this completeness that you have, but yes. I mean, with Beena, yes. Now, it's different with Beena because there's constant shift and change with Beena in terms of finding a stasis point where from that stasis point you now connecting to the more is different. So the evolution is to get to a stasis point, and then when you're in the stasis point, now you can mount the moment and ride infinity in any direction whenever it comes. So it's a different process. You're now in that space of centeredness and self cohesion from which you can go anywhere, do anything, be anything as appropriate, right? So you're in that's a different space. So I don't quite see Beena in being in this space just yet. But yet also because her beingness is a movement, whereas yours has this centeredness. Like you said, you like being in the same space. You're not necessarily one that wants, much fluidity and uncertainty in your life. You like having a home and being centered and in a space. Yes, it's very important to you. It's a big deal.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, being things aren't settled in that way. Even though you're not in the house and the partner you want to be, that's coming. You are centered, you are settled. It's just a matter of patience and trust, and being impeccable, and just checking all the options, saying no, that's not for me, not for me, not for me, and knowing that it will come. right? Sooner or later, it's going to come. This is
Absolutely.
unquestionable now, right?
That's
There's
correct.
no doubt anymore.
None.
Right? There's no doubt anymore. Right? So I don't know if the partner is a different partner or the same one. I don't know, but either way, a
I
house
don't
and a
either.
partner. This is coming.
Right.
Yeah, coming. This is a fact. This is a very exciting fact. Very, very exciting. So I don't, Venus not in there's not resolution in Venus life. You are resolved. Everything is resolved in your life. Even though you don't have all your intents materialized, you're still resolved because you know it's just a matter of patience now, right?
Right. One of
It's
the
resolved.
indicators this morning was I pulled out my book and I was gonna finish the cutting the cord list, and I didn't have any feeling or urge or impulse to even continue it. None.
Wow. 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 Wow.
For me, that was
Wow.
a pretty
Wow.
big indication.
Graduation day. Graduation day.
Well, I want a
The
cap
day
and
after
gown, and I
leaving.
want a cake that says congratulations, and I want balloons, and where's the celebration? So
Yes. Yes.
I want
Yes.
a party.
Yes. Oh, I agree. Oh, I agree. Well, Donna, what's to stop you from having a party right now? Call all your friends and say, I'm having a party. Seriously. No, I really mean it. What's to stop you? Absolutely nothing. Call your
Absolutely
family, whoever's
nothing.
around, call them and say, please come by, bring balloons, bring, like I have a potluck, bring something, bring snacks, bring food. That's it. Make it for this evening. You've got plenty time, right? Or
I
later
might just
afternoon.
do that.
Yeah, do it. No, I really mean do it. I absolutely do it, Donna. I think it's a huge deal. This is graduation day. This is a huge day, and also, it's to me. I love the fact that it is, March, which is spring. It's the first day of spring, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot it was March 1st.
And
And
Riley came on an anomaly day. You picked up
right, he
Riley
did.
yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Which is leap year day. Yeah,
Right.
just everything so magical. Just everything so magical. Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. I just love this. I just love this. Just love this. And
Life is magical.
I feel like that all I'm doing now with you is just entrenching all of the magic. I don't feel like there's anything more that there's not a pressure to discuss anything new. I'm just recapping. I'm just going over everything again, just enjoying it, just coming at it from different perspectives. But it's all just the same point of this magic, of the acceptance of the moreness of everything. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
How does that feel for you being a
Oh, Donna, it gives me you this graduation of Donna. It's a graduation for me too. It is a huge gift for me also, Donna. Can you see Can you see Jonathan, the contractor, in the reflection of my screen, or behind me, or not through the window? I see him in the reflection of my screen. Are you muted, Donna?
No,
You muted. Oh,
no,
okay.
I don't see him. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
glare. Is it real sunny there?
Yeah. There's a lot of glare. Yeah. So I usually actually. Little more. Yeah. Oh, now you won't see through the window, but it's less glare. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Donna, so today is a graduation day for me also. Because we've been on a journey together, and I've obviously been participating in this. So it is a validation for me that what I am about, my ability to be a participant in somebody's journey, this is a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm a participant. Not because of me, I'm a participant. It's because of you, because of your impeccability, because of your willingness to insist on persisting. Yeah? And mine too.
Mm.
Okay. One moment. I have to mute myself. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Hey, Beena, you active, it says. So you can come back. All right. Oh, she was a second ago. I guess you must be having trouble with the connection because, it comes in and out. All right. We'll just wait. So I was saying, Donna, you know, for me, wave impeccability is just my whole life, right? Always just the whole thing. But I never looked at it ever, not once ever. Was it ever something I was doing, learning, acquiring, putting together for others? No, it's always for me. Yes, Olivia also, whatever I was doing, I would share with her. I always saw it as a joint project, but never was it for somebody else, or it never was there even a thought of sharing and communicating this with others. This wasn't part of my thing. But then the universe sort of had other ideas, and it said, "Well, you got to do this." So the wave impeccability is a result of attunement and stuff coming from outside of myself. So I'm saying, "Okay, universe, this is the path you put me on. This is what I'm doing now." As you know, this whole idea of the way I do it, it's about sharing. It's about co-participation. I've been doing the way of impeccability with you, right? I've been just on this journey with you. It's just been a partnership in terms of a collaboration is a better word, of us doing something together. So for me, this is a validation that and a substantiation and a confirmation that my part in this as a partner in this collaboration, it is something that is a necessary part. Yeah, Donna?
That
You
is weird.
muted,
My
Donna.
phone was on mute and it wouldn't let me unmute. Anyway, absolutely.
Yeah. It's just very slow. I noticed that. I think that when you tap it, it takes a couple of seconds before it does it.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of
seems
doing some weird things today.
uh, yeah. It's sometimes I think the touch screen gets a little less sensitive too, and so at any rate, I was saying that I feel that this graduation, it is really saying to me that yes, this path that the universe put you on for me, right, and what I'm doing, that I'm doing it appropriately.
Right.
Whatever it is that I'm doing, however I'm doing it, I just feel like I was just along for the ride. But I feel that yes, I feel quite, you know, I'm really gratified and happy and just supremely joyful of getting to this point that I've been. I'm just really appreciative. This is the word.
Right.
Appreciative of being part of the privilege of being on Donna's journey. It's a fantastic
Well,
gift, Donna. That's what I see it.
I could use those same words, but I don't even feel like it's Donna's journey. I just feel like it's our journey. I feel privileged and honored,
Yes,
and I
yes,
just revere
yes,
it. And yeah.
yes. Exactly, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. It's our journey that we've taken together, and my part in that journey. I am very grateful that I was able to have that little tiny small part in it. And I
Mhm.
know this is the point I want to make, that you made a huge, huge difference in my journey, in this journey of when I first met Donna to today. Today being graduation day for Donna. Beena, this is what we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear your point on this. That I feel today is Donna's graduation day from Wave Impeccability.
Okay, because I missed a lot, so I'm not really getting that. What is the significance
That's it.
yesterday?
Right. Well, today I feel that Donna, because look what happened, Donna, Beena. We've been trying to finish all the modules. And this has been a pressure from Donna, especially. She always said, "Oh, we're going to continue with the modules,
Yes,
right?"
yes,
And we've been struggling to do it.
yes.
Look at how it's come about today. Look at of all the other times,
Mm.
right? We've almost never that I remember been able to do sessions so
Yes,
smoothly, so easily, no interruptions, no nothing, right? Just come about. Today we do module 8, finish it. We've got extra time. We were waiting for you to come on. Then you left, you come back. It doesn't matter. In the times that you've been away, Bina, we didn't do anything more. We've just been saying the same things over and over. But the end point of it is that we've not only come to the end of this, of all the modules of redoing them, but because of Riley and this shift, this profound shift of where Donna is at. And Donna had that big release earlier. This is to me all put it together, and we can say today is graduation day for Donna from Wave Impeccability. Now, this doesn't mean that this ends our interaction and relationship. No, of course, because when you get to that point of contentment and peace and self acceptance and self enjoyment and self appreciation of where Riley is at, if we transfer that to Donna, because Donna's seeing that she is that now, right? And she's, in the fullness of herself, she's at peace, content. Yes, of course, there's more learning because there's always more, but nonetheless, it's graduation. Now it goes to applying and utilizing wave impeccability. This is a different way of being, to acquiring it, right? And to having that acceptance to realize, oh my goodness, I've always had it. This is the point of impeccability. The whole way of impeccability is to make you realize you've always had it, right? And it's just to accept that and to really,
yes.
really embody that, to feel it, to know it, that you've always been way of impeccability. You and I know this, Donna. I mean, Beena. We've seen Donna as being an impeccable spirit warrior right from the very first moment we knew Donna. Yes?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. But it's one thing to know it in ourselves. Donna's also known this, but it's another thing to see self-proof of it. And Riley is this manifestation, not just Riley, but everything, to say,
yes.
yes, I've now proven to myself that I am this impeccable spirit warrior. I am enough, and I'm also more. It's a really huge deal.
Okay,
Really,
so
really huge.
yes, it is. Sorry, I have to go. There are some really strange
No problem.
situation in my home.
No problem.
Three
I can
family
tell you. No
members
problem.
are having severe fever. No coronavirus, but yes,
Wow.
severe. And
Wow.
I need to
Wow.
take care of
Wow.
few things.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll be
No
back.
problem,
I'll be
Bina. No
back.
problem. I
Donna,
just wanted you to be part of
Donna,
the celebration.
congratulations to
Yeah.
ourselves, me, you, and Sil. It's our party time that
Yes.
we have done this,
Yes.
and and Riley is a significant, or we can say that the visualization of our party. Like, okay, he is in
And look
itself
at, yeah,
is showing the
yeah. Look at
celebration.
what you just said, Beena. This is what we were talking about when we came back. We were talking about that we were on this journey together. And I was saying how
Yes,
profoundly
absolutely.
gratified appreciative I am of having been this.
Yes,
And yes, I was just talking about Donna and I's journey, but that journey does include you very significantly also.
yes, yes. Okay, gotta go. I'll be back here as soon as possible.
Okay, okay, good. All right, Beena. All right. Wow, wow, wow.
I'm gonna go
Wow.
too. I need to rest for a while. I'm gonna rest with Riley. We're
Yes,
gonna take a nap.
yes, yes. No problem, no problem. I'll end this meeting so that I have the recording of the two modules and this graduation so that I can send that because it's very profound to me. It's a really big deal. And then I'll start Zoom again. So I'm going to be on Zoom, to be up all day. So whenever you feel like coming back, when your party's on and people are there, maybe just put the video on and so that I can come and join the party. I really and truly, this I would love to do. It's a big deal for me. It's very magical. So yeah, just chill. And I'm just saying, I'm here, because
Okay.
graduation doesn't mean that our relationship is changes or ends or anything. No, we are still on our journey. It's just a different journey now, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's always
And
more.
if you would
Always more.
want to text, like if Beena comes back, just shoot me a text.
I will. I will.
Okay.
I will. I will. I will. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. That's important.
All
Oh,
right.
I love it. I love it. And
I'm gonna go and have
again,
some
Donna.
tomatoes and cream.
Cream?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Beena was having it yesterday. I had some yesterday. She put it on toast, she said. And I was
Ooh,
thinking of maybe putting it
toast.
on something. I did so
I
much.
got a
But just
beefsteak,
first try plain.
tomato,
First
and
try plain.
whipping cream.
Yes, with lots of salt and pepper. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go have some right now.
What I do is, right, Donna, what I've done is when I chop the tomatoes, I turn them so that the skin is down, right? Then so that all of them can receive the salt and pepper. Because on the salt on the skin it doesn't stick, right? Then I salt and pepper the tomato after I've chopped it, the way I normally would to eat it, right? Maybe a little bit more, but not wildly much. But if I just salt and pepper it the way I normally would, well, maybe a little bit more, and then just put it in the bowl and add the cream. First put the tomatoes in, and then add the cream until it's just enough cream covered. And then I found that the salt and pepper is pretty much accurate. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna go enjoy right now.
Oh my goodness! I can't tell you how magical that is, Donna. Wow! All right, I'll text you as soon as Beena comes back.